edition of Real Estate True Intel. True Intel, of course, means true intelligence. I'm Andy Zubia, your host, and today we have a very special guest in our studio. We have Maria Garcia, who is a real estate expert, who is also an executive administrator with a national financial servicing company. Welcome to the show, Maria. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
The topic for today, Maria, is the economic crisis facing America, the mortgage crisis. Some people are saying that this is a crisis that we have not seen since the Great Depression of 1929. And people, quite frankly, are worried and concerned. Today we see property values going down, interest rates that are going down as well. But these interest rates aren't helping our consumer, are not helping our homeowner, because when these homeowners bought their properties, they were lured into signing for variable rate loans, exotic mortgages, subprime loans. What are your thoughts regarding that, Maria?
I'm angry. I'm furious. It's frustrating. What's going on is very frustrating. Banks lied to people. They offered them these exotic loans and mortgages that people were not going to be able to afford. They started paying mortgages as low as $500 a month. And now, today, they're paying $3,500 a month. There's a huge difference between $500 and $3,500 a month.
Maria, but how can they afford to pay? I mean, people live within a budget. They're budgeting their payments, and if their payments keep going up and up, how can they budget? How can they make their payments and still have money to pay for food, utilities, gasoline, electricity? What's going on?
They can't. This is why foreclosures are going up. Everyone is being foreclosed. People are they can't. They're not capable of paying their mortgage payments. So they come behind. Then there's people who give advice and say, well, stay behind on your payments and the bank will help you. And it's not true. You can't base yourself on that. People just are so afraid to lose their homes that they use the last resources to be able to maintain their home together. These are people who have kids. These are families who didn't know what was going on. They don't know what's going on now, and they didn't know back then when they started the loan either.
Wait a second, Maria. Are you telling our audience that the American homeowner did not absolutely know what they were signing?
Of course not. See, it's very different when I say something to you than what's written on a contract. And that was very true. And that's what's happening to almost every homeowner. They were proposed with this beautiful idea to get a home that was extraordinary. It was amazing. They were so happy. They were living the American dream. They were saying, it's my turn to own a property. And then things started to change. And people saw the change and they were saying, wait a minute, what's going on here? And the banks were just like, well, that's what you signed for. We can't help you. People were just so scared. And to add to that matter, they go and search for legal help. They seek for professional advice. And these people are stealing their money too. It's terrible.
This is certainly a tragedy, Maria, because we've had so many clients, we've had so many homeowners complain about that very fact. How they're getting wrong information from professionals. How they are getting the wrong advice. And how that is turning the American dream into basically an American nightmare. You have to understand one thing, that not only are the homeowners coping with mortgage payments on their first, their equity line of credit, second mortgage, but they also have credit cards. People are drowning in credit card debt, and the amount of interest that these credit cards charge, Maria, 25, 29, 35, 39% interest a year. It's a tragedy. I mean, people get called 10, 15, 20 times a day in their house phone, their cellular phone, and they ask them for money. And basically, we're stretching these poor families to their very limit. And could you comment a little bit about the emotional impact? What happens to a family that is having financial problems?
It's immense. And I feel their pain completely. I see it every day. Clients come in every day, and every single one of them almost say the same thing with different people, different companies. And it's amazing because it strains marriages, causing them to get a divorce. Families are breaking apart completely. Children are really confused. They're scared. They think that their parents, are terrified as well, and they don't know what to say. And sometimes parents, tell their kids answer the phone, tell them we're not home. They're confused. They're seriously confused, and that's tragic because you see the look on the kid's face, their facial expression is so hurting. It's really bad.
Maria, you're absolutely right. And Real Estate True Intel is about providing you with options and solutions. We are here because you have a problem, because there's a problem nationwide. And the object is to help you help yourself and to find the best possible solutions. So Real Estate True Intel provides you with perfect strategies on how to cope with foreclosure, credit cards, foreclosures, auction sales, debt negotiation, modifications. What happens if your modification was turned down? So we want to help you. The one perfect strategy that we can give you today is this. Communication is the key. You must communicate with a nonprofit organization. There is a great one based out of Washington, D.C., the HOPE. Even the banks by law have to give you the number for HOPE, the 1-800-HOPE number, because this nonprofit was designed specifically to help the homeowner, to help the investor, to help the consumer that is behind on their payments, that are facing foreclosure, that are facing eviction, that are facing all of these terrible problems. So call your nonprofit. That's your first step. And they will guide you through the process of finding the very best possible solution for you. Please remember, every case is different. Every family is different. Not all of the same strategies apply to the same people. Sometimes we hear stories where a family member comes into us and says, well, my brother got it done this way. He did this and got the bank to help him. Well, but he has his loan, let's say, with Chase Bank, and you have yours with Bank of America. Two separate realities. So you must remember, each case is special. Your case is special. So please, call the 1-800-HOPE and start the process rolling to a new beginning and to a very fresh start. Maria, thank you very much for being with us today on Real Estate True Intel. We certainly appreciate it.
You're welcome, and it was a pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to be a guest.
We'll see you next time on Real Estate True Intel. Real Estate True Intel coming to you